comes down, will bring me someone like. Soon as I saw you, I knew it's never right now, right now. Someone like you wouldn't take that. I don't even try, even try. Soon as I saw you, I knew it's never right now, right now. Someone like you wouldn't take that. I don't even try, even try.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Well, we got it to work.
Yeah.
Partly. Oh, I should probably grab my mic.
Stressing out on a Friday. Oh, man.
Honey,
Why do we do this again?
I don't know why we do this. We give up. We're done.
Well, well, we got it to work.
We got it partly to work. Our special guests can't get it to work on their
having
end.
issue
So
with our guests. I don't know if it's on us or if it's on them.
yeah.
But how's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah. How is everybody doing? Let's see who we have in the chat here. I'm trying to talk to them and walk them through this at the same time, except I don't know what to tell them, honey. That's the only problem. So what do we got going on here? Traveling Hunter. Hey, buddy. How are you? Nice to see you. The Tyler show's in. Hi, Tyler. What's going on, buddy? Oh, Bob's still playing around over here. So if you lose us, that's why.
No, we're not going to lose it. I'm just going to send that to Doug and see if it makes a difference.
Yeah, see if he can get in. Hey, Rachel Loves Disney. How are you? This is going so fast, I can't even keep up. I see Anthony Simone. I see Dave. Hey, Dave. Hey, they're from Pennsylvania. Hey, you're not too far at all. Blaine from Riley Creative Travel is in. James Gip Gip. Whoa, I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you, buddy? Stephanie McClure. How are you? Oh, he just took my screen. Uh-oh. Bob just took my screen. I'll use my phone.
What do you mean?
You took my... There,
Right there.
I needed that. Okay, thank you. Brett Nino's in the house. Hello, how are you? Destination Unknown. Oh, hi, guys. We have to connect at some point. We have to. Visos Travels in. Holy moly, you guys are chit-chatty. Rick, hello. Welcome in from Ontario, Canada. Hey, how are you? We've been chit-chatting lately on Facebook. Come on, you got it to work?
Yeah, baby.
Okay. That's awesome. Okay, Jamie, Amtrak Travel, Dewey Ski, my love, how are you? Oh, sorry. Can I have the thingy or no?
What do you want, honey?
Well, I would like to say hi to people, but oh, Destinations Unknown likes our background. Thank you. Thank you so much. Are we even on and live right now?
We are live.
We are? Okay.
Yeah.
Holly Ayers is in. Billy Sparks is in. Hello, hello. I feel like I'm missing people. Lucy from MGM is here. Oh, I'm just scrolling backwards. Okay. Snowing in New York. It actually isn't. It was, what was it, 55 degrees today?
Yeah, it was warm.
I was
today.
like, holy moly. It was, oh, Jane and Travels. Hey guys, how are you? I missed you. So, babe,
Yeah.
how was your day?
I guess it was okay. This week
Up
went a little bit
up
smoother.
until right now, how was it?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. What do you have some news about the boys?
That they made honor roll, both of them? Both our boys made
That
honor
they
roll.
both made honor roll?
Yeah. Super excited about that because remote learning's not easy, you know? So we're super happy about that. One
Yeah.
does homework and the other doesn't. So the fact that they both made it
But
is,
they both made
yeah, it was awesome.
honor
So,
roll.
oh, there's my Alma girl. She says I look so pretty. Oh,
You do look pretty.
I do?
Sure you do.
Oh, thanks.
You look fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Making
you,
me
thank
look
you.
good. Bringing me
Hey,
up.
Oh, stop. Johnny's Journey is in here. Hello, how are you? I absolutely love her channel. Her channel's amazing. Oh, Annette Sauter, my bestie's in. Hey, honey, how are you? Jamie Amtrak Travel says it's rainy here in Missouri, headed to Cancun a month from now. Ooh. How many times have we been there? We've been there twice this year already. You're going to have a great time. Okay, so guys, we have a special guest tonight. We have fellow Cusians, kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of.
Explain what you mean.
Well, their daughter went to SU.
That's close enough.
So they're pretty familiar with Syracuse.
Everybody has a link to Syracuse somehow, some way.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about this. So you want to just bring them in?
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring them in so I can move the green screen because we're having an issue back here. So
You're going to...
you keep everybody busy for a second while we give the floor to Doug and Niki.
And you're going to be in the back?
I'm going to yeah.
We are such a hot mess.
We're going to pull this off. I might make some noise.
Do it. Do it. It is what it is. Do it. Bring them in.
Here we go. Welcome, Doug and Niki.
Hey,
look at that.
How are you
How
guys?
are you?
Oh my gosh, they're sporting their Syracuse
There we go.
shirts. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Oh, why didn't we do that? We should have done that. Please excuse while Bob takes
Gotta
down our...
represent.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. So your daughter graduated in this past...
May.
In May?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yep.
so there wasn't
May.
really much of a
Well, she
graduation.
finished in December, but yeah.
May. Yes.
They couldn't see you. I don't know if you knew that or not, but maybe they could.
They
from their
couldn't see
camera.
me?
We'd taken
you see
over
me
the show
taking-
for a moment.
Okay, yeah. So we set this green screen up so we had a background and it was great. But then when I wanted to bring two of us together, the background didn't work.
Yeah.
And it was all black.
Oh, really?
This isn't going to work out well. So.
Yep.
But we had a similar thing. Our normal camera didn't seem to like the software, so we got the kind of up your nose laptop look.
Oh,
Yeah. So, hey, Raphael is in from Alana Zangano's channel.
Yeah.
That's her husband. And he just said, Q's Cruisers, you are right about being connected to someone with the Q's. It is so right. Somehow, some way, someone knows somebody from Syracuse, which is comical because it's not a big city.
yeah. Every time I bring it up, hey, I've been there. And
Yeah. And we're like, you have? Oh, we're so sorry. No,
yeah.
Yeah.
So, first and foremost, Niki, how are you feeling, honey?
Well, I am definitely feeling better than I was last weekend. I still have it, but
You do.
I've kind of got the big, hives. They're going down. The medication's helping, but definitely not like I was because it was like, I just need to be in bed. It's like a little brutal, I have to say.
Jeez,
So
I've
thank
never
God.
had shingles, but I've heard that I heard it's painful.
Yeah, it's definitely not fun.
Oh, gosh, I'm
Definitely
so
not fun.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Really
Yeah,
quick
I was like,
hello.
I won't
Yep.
be able to do anything, so we had to take over.
I understand. He did a great job. I just want to say a couple new hellos. Hello to our daughter, Lindsay. Hi, honey. Hello to Amy Kephart and Jay Bowen. Hello, how are you? And Sherry from Sherry's Awesome Sunsets. And the Cruise World. Hey, how are you? Welcome in. One of the other things I wanted to say a super big thank you to you is for our mug.
Yeah.
We love it.
Oh, you got it good.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
Thank you.
so thank you so
Awesome.
much.
I never get to use it, but that's all right.
I don't drink coffee, so you shouldn't. Right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Bourbon fits in it too.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's I like the design of it. I think it's cool how you made it all YouTube-ish and it's just really cool.
YouTube-ish,
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some new swag we're putting together too.
Yeah, she's working on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know what? That's one of the things we're struggling with is our whole logo and the whole marketing piece of it.
It's
So-
not easy.
No,
No.
it's like, businesses have marketing companies and, designers and all those types of people who do that stuff normally. So if it's not something you're used to doing, it definitely is some work for sure.
Bob's just
On
making
the
all this
fly.
happen.
I'm like, we got to do something about this.
I was
screen,
expecting
so-
to be in the casino. That was what,
Oh,
Yeah, where's
I
the
know.
casino? I want the casino.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been fun. Hey, Evan Goldberg, welcome in, buddy. Did I say hi to you, Anthony? If I didn't, I'm sorry. And Spikers just came in as well. Hey, Cindy. So, unfortunately for you, Bob has a whole bunch of questions.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Been watching
boy.
some of your videos.
Line them up.
I
We're
got to
ready.
tell you, I think you guys do a really nice job. What camera are you taking your videos with? It looks like you have more than one.
We do. I don't know where to start.
it's a little
We have-
little crazy what we travel with.
I mean, if you start with action cams and multiple GoPros, then we have Canons, and we, I'm a professional photographer, so I have a 5D Mark IV. We have a couple of those. We have a 5D. We have a 7D. We have
it's a little bit of
some
a
older
little
ones.
a little bit of a joke because we don't share very well. So like we each have to have our own DSLR, and then we have to have a backup body in case one of those conks out. And then we have to have like 3 different action. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because I have the 3 too. I
We-
forgot.
it-
5D
there-
Mark III.
yeah, there's a
5D
lot
Mark
of-
IV,
There's a lot of cameras which
Yeah.
go everywhere.
and then a lot of lenses,
Yes.
and
So
then a
do you
lot of
use
Pelican
GoPros
cases.
at all?
Yeah. We have we have like every GoPro that was ever invented for the most part.
Oh
So
my
the
gosh.
cool thing is, so he used to race cars, and the what's the guy's name who owns GoPro?
Woodman.
So
Yeah.
he actually used to converse with Doug when he was racing cars, and he would send him GoPros when they were first starting to test them on the cars. So we have those original ones, which is really cool.
Yeah, like pre-production ones.
Mhm.
Wow,
That's
pretty
so cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so before, are you going to jump in on the India video? Are you going to start with that one?
Well, I can.
Well, no, because I have a question to ask first.
Oh yeah. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so in that video, Nikki, there's this one shot of you walking down. I'm not really sure what you're walking down, and you have this amazing red dress that is flowing, and the way that you guys edited that video looks like a professional movie thing. And I'm like, wow, that's
Oh.
just stunning. It's stunning.
Oh, that's so
So
sweet.
how did you do that whole thing, and where did you get that outfit? It's gorgeous.
So I actually had it made, and it was like someone in California. She's actually no longer in business because when I got back from India, I actually reached out to her, and there was like no website anymore. Like I couldn't find her, so it was very weird. But either way, she made a great dress. It was actually supposed to be for. I had a place that I was going to shoot it when we were in Qatar. But when we were leaving India, we were going to be stopping in Qatar. We stopped in Qatar on the way to India, but I didn't because I didn't use it then because I thought, oh, well, we're going to be back. And then all of a sudden a pandemic happened and we're like, oh, we're not going to be able to stop in Qatar on the way home. So I was like, I got to do my dress. So we found this great place in the hotel. It was like one of the long walkways between buildings, and they have kind of like these little ponds and stuff on each side, and kind of found a place there. And
We went up and down the hallway a lot of times.
yeah, it was a lot of takes because you saw the train like super long, so you have to get the air flowing right and stuff.
And I really tried. I don't know if you've ever seen, if you look at like kind of fashion photography stuff, they always do like, they call them wreck the dress shoots, like where the girl goes in the ocean with her wedding gown or a fancy gown, whatever. So I was like, we got those shots. I was like, okay, go in the pool with the dress. Like, let's do it. And she's like, I'm not wrecking this dress in the pool.
I'm like, no, I still haven't used it in like a couple places.
She's
I
got a
went to,
couple
so.
things she
Yeah.
like inspirational ideas that she wants to do with that dress.
I would not wreck
But
that
funny,
dress.
too.
Yeah, it was
no.
great. It was like 15 pounds or something.
It's
I don't know. It's
huge.
crazy.
That train,
15
it's
pound
like
dress?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the weight of that material because it is like a solid satin material and it is so heavy. I mean, thank God I had a lot of like I was allowed a lot of baggage weight in for my luggage.
Yes,
But yes, it took up a lot of weight.
it was very heavy, but yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Just a couple more quick hellos to Danny Griswold. Hey, how are you? Welcome in. Josh from Always on the Move. Hello, welcome in. I think that's it. Oh, Mary Ellen Dillon. Hey girl. Hey girl. How are you? How are you? I always got to make sure I go back and check the chat and I'm not leaving anybody out. And if I did, I apologize. It's going pretty quickly. So tonight's topic was about luxury travel, and you guys know a little bit about that. So
No,
Yeah.
don't be
yeah,
silly.
if one of our mods could drop in the link for Doug and Nikki, that would be great. And just tell us a little bit about why you started your channel and how long you've been doing it, and just give us the deets.
Well, the channel we started a couple years ago, but it was started not with this whole intention. I actually have been like traveling for, I think I'm like close to 50 countries now, like traveling before Doug came around and stuff. And I got him kind of into more of the world travel. And people would always say to me like, oh my God, you got to like, how did you plan this trip? How did you plan that trip? Because it's not just the going to the place. Like I come up with some crazy cool itineraries and stuff, and people have traveled with us and I'm like, okay, we have seen things we would not normally see because I don't take the path that everybody takes.
Generic route.
Yeah, I kind
Okay.
of go and do off route things and stuff, and then we were. I guess he used to upload.
I've had that
videos.
YouTube. I've had this YouTube channel, like, has existed for I think 8 years. Like, it's one of
Yeah, it was like sitting there. We'd upload
Because-
some family videos and stuff like that. Like, because we put together, like, we went to the Galapagos and we put together like a nice little video of all the places we visited in the Galapagos, and our family would watch it and stuff like that. Again, we'd like have 30 views because it was like,
Just family and friends.
family and friends and stuff. And then people are we kind of like, maybe we should kind of, try this out. And we had
It was
taken-
really you.
I guess,
Because you were doing the research for these trips, and you were like,
Right.
we can really do a better job about this than
Right.
that. And the other thing was, because we like to do the luxury travel and we're not 25-year-old backpackers, it seemed to us that there was a niche there where there wasn't a lot of content. Like if you Googled going to India, traveling to India, you'll find a ton of videos of youths by our standards, going and staying at hostels and riding on the
And there
basic
wasn't all
train.
the like things
but
that
but
we
if you wanted to go
yeah.
stay at that hotel that you saw the video of, there might be a couple, but there weren't really a lot. So
Yeah.
it seemed to us we could add real
Yeah.
value there in terms of that kind of stuff.
So
But the first time-
where's the craziest place that you've ever been, or I'll make that a two-part question. The craziest place you've ever been, and how the longest place it took you to get somewhere.
You're taking all my questions.
Oh, I am.
I'm gonna just sit here.
She's cheating off your notes.
Crazy.
I can't even see him over there. Oh my God, my sissy is in. Hi, Jules.
Hi to our sister.
Julie, really, she just jumped in, so I just want to say, Julie, these guys have a daughter that graduated from Syracuse, so that's why they're
Did.
sporting cute stuff. Isn't that
Yes.
awesome?
Yep. All our gear.
He's like, you got to put on your thing. And I stopped him. You almost had a cowbell, an orange cowbell that he was going to be ringing. I'm like, oh, okay, that.
I love it.
That's
No.
amazing.
I'm like, you cannot do it on their channel. He's like, okay, fine, we'll do it on ours. I'm like, no, thank you.
Okay, so I'll let you answer.
Craziest place
so
you've ever been.
I would say the longest to get somewhere was probably China. Just our flights getting there, and because it was to Shanghai, we had to go through Frankfurt, and then not that everybody has to do that, but it's definitely one of the longest flights getting to Shanghai from here. And then we went through Singapore to get there as well. And then the craziest place, can you think of the craziest place?
Or maybe like the most exotic place?
I mean, I have to say the Galapagos for us,
It was so cool.
I think only because like I love the animals, but also because you get to these little islands, like you get to the Galapagos and there's all these tiny little islands. And then you have to get to the other little tiny islands, like to see the animals on like that are only on these little tiny little
Yeah.
like
Little volcanic. islands,
rocks almost. They time everything. Certain guides only have certain days that they can visit them with people. There's only a certain number of people allowed on certain days at certain times. So everything is timed because they don't want to overdo things.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely exotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is literally like getting there, like planes, trains, and automobiles to get there and to get back because we didn't do the cruise.
But you know, I think we're struggling a little bit about it. Maybe the coolest place that we were was when we did get to go into the treasury, right, in Jordan.
Mhm.
You know that
was cool.
Yeah,
Because that's like a little place that people don't really get into.
yeah. But we
I don't know. It's like it's
she
so
finds
hard
she
to,
finds
like,
all
narrow
these.
down. I could start like naming 50,000 places.
She finds all these cool off. The nice thing about what she does is she finds, like when we went to the Great Wall of China, we drove an extra couple hours to get to like the original parts of the Great Wall of China, which haven't been rebuilt and redone by the Chinese government. So it was like you were really walking on the ancient Great Wall of China. Or
That's
when we
so
were in
cool.
Egypt, we went to Aswan and we sat with a village elder and ate in his house, and he gave us a tour of his town. You know, like things that if you just went on a tour, you weren't going to see those things. But she always finds ways to make sure that we really get to experience unique things in those countries and places that we're going to go.
That's awesome. So I want to ask the chat really quick. Everybody in the chat, tell us the furthest place that you've ever been or the craziest place you've ever been. Let us know. And Evan, no, I don't think I know Mike Rotunda. Does that sound familiar to you? He's saying he's from Syracuse. Doesn't
know.
sound too familiar. And hello, Kristen. How are you, girl? It's my sister's friend, Kristen,
Yeah,
who
Kristen's
is on for my sister.
Kristen's in the house.
Kristen's in the house. So, okay, what's your next question, babe?
So who does the video editing?
It started with me, and now it's evolved to him. And then I go in and I do tweaks.
We have a little bit of a flow. Like I take all the video, I turn it into a storyline, I turn it into the basic layout of the video, and then she sits down and she's much better at the color grading. She'll do the color grading and say when I've left something out that she thinks should be added, or if I've taken too long on some parts. So she really is like, at that point, after I've looked at it for 100 hours, she's like a fresh set of eyes picking it apart, but she always makes it better.
I took too long making the videos because
my
I'm
God.
like too I nitpicky
She's
and gotta be
perfectionist. She's basically a
It
perfectionist.
just
Like,
was like you can't take a week to do a video. It's like
He's giving me the
Sounds
side
very
eye.
similar to our situation where I
Oh
took
really? Okay, so which one of you is which?
so I put the storyline together and I get it to where I think it needs to be, and then she comes in and just rips it apart. I'm like, oh my god, I spent 100 hours on this.
yeah.
Right.
And you
That's
start
what
over.
he's like. Are you kidding me
Well,
right now? Right?
Yeah.
We literally have some videos that never made it to the light of day because I was like, I'm not redoing it again. I've spent like 20 hours doing this video, and she's like, it's terrible. I'm like, all right, well, it's not going. I'm not redoing it.
But I
It's-
don't ever say it's
done.
terrible. I never use those
Well,
words.
No.
But she means
We would never do that. But I just want to say some of the places that our chat members have been to are British Columbia.
Yeah.
I've never been there. I don't know if you guys have been.
I used to live there for a while.
Yeah.
Kristen's been to China, Shanghai, and Beijing. Whoa. Mary Ellen
London,
Dillon.
very cool.
Yeah, Mary Ellen Dillon has been to Delhi, India. Dewey said Alaska. The Cruise World said the farthest for me is, like I can pronounce that. I have no idea what he's saying. Nam, Phen, I don't even know. Cambodia.
Cambodia. Okay.
And Brad Nino is telling me he's still here. I see you, Brad. Hi, Brad. Hi, Brad. Ooh, Germany and France for Annette Sauter. I have never I've never been overseas.
So that's one of the things that we talk about
Oh,
is, we do like to travel and we do a lot of cruises, but it's pretty much,
Right.
domestic.
Yep.
And
Right.
that's what I really like about your channel is you show a lot of places that are really cool. And your
Yeah.
Egypt video, I loved it. I
Aw.
mean, in one scene, you guys are getting on camels, and the next scene, you're four-wheeling. I'm like, what's going on
Yeah.
here?
I know, right?
So I wanted to pull some of that footage down and kind of show everybody and talk about it. But I just didn't have a chance to. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you went to Egypt, did you have a favorite place? Did you have anything that really stands out?
Ooh, what's your favorite place in
there's
Egypt?
So it's so diverse. The further south you go, it obviously gets hotter and it feels more tropical and stuff. And Cairo is a big, huge, bustling, very busy city with not like, I mean, there's a lot of mosques and things like that in the market and stuff in Cairo, but you have to really go outside of Cairo to see the pyramids and the old pyramids and go to Saqqara and places like that.
Okay, so now I need to cut you off
Yeah.
to go back to an earlier question just because it's part of that thing. Like in Cairo, you were asking crazy places we've been. In Cairo, we went to some place that's called Garbage City. So they
that was crazy.
they don't have really organized garbage collection there. The local people go and they all collect the garbage, and
They
it's
live
like
amongst
a
it.
sect has just like turned the city into like a garbage. It's like they live in a giant recycling center.
Like
It is
literally, you're
crazy.
driving down the road
Wow.
and
Yeah.
it's just garbage everywhere.
And then we also
Did it
in
stink?
Cairo,
Oh,
No,
terrible!
it wasn't
terrible.
that bad.
Yes, it was, sweetie.
Okay.
It totally was.
all right.
It totally
And
was.
we also went to some place called the City of the Dead, where there are mausoleums
The
from
people
like
live in,
250 years ago, but the poor people have moved into the mausoleums
and they like
and
basically
they live in the mausoleums, and it's called the City of the Dead. Was bizarre and cool and crazy.
because the crypt is like right there in their living room.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we just go to
Oh.
Caribbean islands.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
So far, eventually
There's
we'll
nothing wrong
expand
with
our-
Caribbean Islands.
He's been to Hawaii though without me 2 times. I like.
Ooh, Hawaii is amazing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Hawaii, I
amazing.
like Hawaii.
Is there any
One,
place
that's
you
one,
guys
that's one
haven't
of our
been?
regrets.
What's that?
Is there any place you haven't been?
Africa.
Well, a safari in Africa. Obviously, we've been to Africa, but we have not done a safari. That was
Yeah.
supposed to be this September, and
For her 50th.
yeah, and then killed by that pandemic, which is like so disappointing.
Yeah.
So that will be. But I was already. It's so funny because we were talking about that today, and I was saying, okay, so you need to know we're going to need to go to Africa a few times. And he's like, what do you mean a few times? I'm like, well, that's like saying somebody's going to come to the U.S. like one time. It's like saying I'm visiting New York in the U.S. I mean, there's New York, there's California, there's the Midwest, there's the South. Like, there's
all
so
different.
much to see in Africa too. So, yeah.
So,
I'm
yeah,
laughing
that's-
so hard right now because I was saying hi to Us and More because they were in and I didn't want to interrupt you guys while you were talking. So I went on here and just typed it out, hi Us and More. And they're like, hi Sarah Grabo. And I don't even know if they realize that that's me. And then Ronnie says, hi Sarah Grabo. And I'm like, that's me.
That's hilarious.
So hi guys.
Okay, that's,
I was just
because
trying
you
to be
typed
polite and
it
say
out.
hello.
Okay, that's cute.
So I do have another YouTube kind of like a little like the Q's thing, but like small world in the sense that I realized today as I was looking at your channel that I went to your channel like 5 months ago looking at you have a video droning some obscure park up there, Angananga Waga. Well, we
Yeah.
we were going. Our daughter, after she graduated, she had an apartment, and the lease didn't run out till late August, so she just stayed up there. Figured it was better to be up there than down here for the pandemic. So we were like RVing this summer. We're like, oh well, we'll come visit you. We're looking for places to go, and there wasn't a lot of information. So I'm on YouTube, and I only remember your video because you crashed the drone.
Yeah,
He
I had to
told
make
me
that
today.
was on there.
So, you know what I'm realizing? We crash a lot of things. I
Oh.
crash the jet ski. You crash the drone. We crash things.
That's
do.
okay. I crash myself. I am
Yeah.
constantly falling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But
That's
if you
okay.
go, if you go on Doug and Nikki's channel, they have the Great New York State Fair. They've been to the fair.
yes,
do.
I haven't
it
Yes.
was so much
Yeah.
fun. Oh my god, I loved it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
And
did?
going to yeah, I totally did. I had to go see all the cows, and I went to see all the rabbits.
And you wanted
and
to see the butter carving.
Oh my god, it was so awesome! I
That's
totally
right,
loved
the
it.
butter
See, now
sculpture.
that reminds me of Garbage City.
Yeah, I guess when you're up there all the time,
Yeah.
it's like totally different. Yeah, for us, it's like, oh my god, I haven't been like I didn't have these fairs growing up. It's like, oh my god, everybody brings their animals. This is so
Ooh.
cute. Like I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're ever wandering around, if you want to relive the fair, we went to a camel market in Egypt, which was that was
That's
one of our
probably
biggest travel failures.
But a totally crazy
oh,
place. Though.
craziest place we've ever
probably,
been.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah, that's definitely the craziest
See, the longer
place.
we talk, the more things we'll think about. Oh, that was a crazy place.
Because
Yep.
we went to the camel market and we kind of thought it would be like the New York State Fair, with organized animals and that kind of stuff. We, obviously Egypt style, but it was bizarre anarchy, like on a whole
Crazy.
unbelievable. It took a grand total of. Did it take 2 minutes for Becca to be crying? Our daughter, who graduated from Pews, was in tears. She's like, "I can't take it anymore."
It was
We're
really
like,
rough.
yeah, it was.
Because you're going into a place that is, and you can't criticize it because this has been going on for thousands of years.
Centuries.
They literally like walk the camels from Sudan up to like Cairo
To sell
for these
them.
to sell them in these markets. Not everybody, but a lot of them. They get trucked up there. Like all of these, and these Bedouins have been trading and selling camels
Since- beginning of time.
since beginning of
Yeah.
time.
But it
And
was-
it is a rough place. It's rough on the
Yeah.
animals, but it is a crazy experience that
that one I wouldn't recommend.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it, but it
Wasn't
was
bad, but
really interesting to see. I have to say,
It was interesting, but yeah.
I don't want to see it again, but it was like
Did you ride a camel?
She did.
yeah, we did a couple
did.
times.
He's got
Because we
her
didn't
as she's getting
Wait.
on the camel. It was great. I wanted to pull that footage. I just didn't have the time to do it.
And is
Well,
it terrifying?
She had a whole photo
Well,
shoot with a camel.
Camels get up backwards first, so their
Oh,
back
no.
comes up first. So you kind of like go forward, and then his front pops up. So you have to. They're like, and I'm like, whoa, this is contrary to how I'm. What do you mean? And they're like, just hold on. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna fall off this camel.
But yeah.
But it actually is a little more sturdy than you think. I think elephants for me seemed a little more like jiggly around and stuff. I don't know. I felt like I was going to fall off the elephant more than the camels.
Well,
Yes.
Rafi from Visos Travel just said he loved the Breakfast with the Elephants video.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you, Rafi. We are glad people enjoyed that because I hope that it brings, kind of inspiration to somebody to even go there, to try it, because it was really an amazing experience. The elephants that they have there are rescued elephants that have been working like,
Well, they're 30 years.
most of their life. So it's nice that they just kind of get to relax and hang out. They get
have
lots of
breakfast
food.
with the tourists.
Yeah, and they get treats, they get scrub downs as like, I did some scrub down on, gave her a bath and stuff. So it was a really great experience.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And that makes me think of just for those of you that are in Syracuse right now, I don't know if you saw, but 2 of our baby elephants at our local zoo passed away, one right after another, one, like consecutive. So have you been to our zoo?
No.
no, we haven't been to your zoo.
No, what happened?
Yeah. It's one of them had like, I want to say it was herpes or something like that. And I don't know what
that's
happened to the other one. I have to look it
don't
up,
know.
but it was so tragic. One yesterday and then one again today.
That is sad.
Oh, that's so
So
sad.
we were talking about elephants, so I wanted to.
Oh, Kona.
That's Kona. He's saying
Kona.
hi.
Yeah.
Hi,
Wait,
Sarah.
you gotta pull him up. He's so cute.
Okay.
I'll get him. You can't get him. I'll get him. Come
I
here,
love
buddy.
this dog so much. If you guys haven't seen this dog,
He's a
oh my
cute guy.
gosh.
He's very sweet.
Look
Just
at
like
this
a big
face.
little bear.
Like a lion. Oh,
Yes.
Oh wow.
oh my gosh, I love you.
Boy.
You're so cute.
Say hi. There you go.
Oh, he's like,
You
I would
my
like some
little puppy
attention,
bear.
please. What kind of dog is that?
He is called a caisson. So he's
Okay.
from the Netherlands.
Oh my gosh, so
for
cute.
him, he loves the winter. Loves it.
Oh my
The
gosh.
summer's
I
like, oh, do I have to really go outside? I don't.
Yeah,
wanna
he's
go
built for
outside.
Syracuse.
Yeah.
Yep, probably. Unlike our little 8-pound dog that has like nothing. Like
She's always shivering.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah, she's all right. I got off topic. Go ahead, honey.
No, that's okay. So, obviously when you travel abroad, you eat their foods. And I have to ask you about the roasted pigeon.
Oh, what?
Oh,
I don't know if I could do it.
No.
You guys were like, this is great. Was it roasted pigeon or stuffed pigeon or? I think it was
Yeah,
roasted.
pigeon.
It was
But
roasted
it's
and stuffed.
roasted and
It's
stuffed.
both.
Yeah. It was not bad at all. And I think that knowing that, like, how we know that too is because Becca ate it and
Our
she
daughter,
she
yeah.
loved it. So any kind of like gross foods, like, oh, I'm not eating that.
Yeah.
And she loved it. It was definitely very good. And it was a place that that I had researched that's been around like a couple hundred years or something. I don't know, some crazy number it's been around. And super clean. So that's another thing because I'm like big on, the
Hygiene and not getting
hygiene and all that
sick
kind
while
of
we're
stuff.
away.
So it was a very well-known place and like super delicious. So it was the
Doug-
guinea pig, quite
Doug, your
honestly.
comments were funny. And it doesn't taste like chicken. It tastes like pigeon.
And Annette,
that tastes like-
Annette just says, tastes just like chicken.
It don't taste like chicken. It tastes like pigeon. Oh, it's
Tastes like
funny.
pigeon.
I got a pretty
Thankfully,
good chuckle out of
it
that.
looked kind of like a Cornish hen.
Yeah.
So it didn't look.
No, it didn't. It didn't at all. And now, so the other thing too, I didn't know, but in Canada, because I'm from Canada, so
Oh, okay.
I don't know, maybe 50 years ago or something, or 40 years ago, they used to in places like eat pigeon.
Was it
Like,
pigeon
it
or
was-
doves?
No, it was. I
'Cause I
think,
think
it was
in
pigeon.
France they
it was
eat
pigeon,
doves.
and it wasn't like a gross thing. Like it was kind of a like
I don't know.
a normal dish kind of.
It's
People would eat.
it's a bizarre place. That's kind of why we go to those places because
Yeah.
they're so different, and you want to see and experience that culture, and it's like
Now,
So we
here's,
tried it.
Here's something that was super cool.
She'll eat anything though.
Yeah, I
Her
like
trying
trying
it isn't
anything.
isn't
anything.
any kind of
Not
a
me.
threshold. If I eat it, it's safe.
But
like,
but I don't eat bugs. He ate a scorpion in Beijing, and he probably would have eaten more bugs because they literally. So in China, well, as you've learned, they eat everything, and that's why you don't hear animals, you don't hear birds. The only thing they don't eat that we learned is the magpies because apparently they don't taste good. But literally, we're out in the forests of China, like at the Hallelujah Mountains. If you think of Avatar. We were in that area, so it's again you have to fly. It's like crazy to get there. So you don't hear at nighttime. You don't hear crickets. You don't hear frogs. You don't hear like anything. And so as we learn from the local people, they're like, "Oh yeah, no. We eat all that stuff." And I'm
Yeah.
like, you don't see bunnies. You don't see anything. Like there's no like anything wildlife.
But it's interesting and sad in a way also because like at the same time we walked past like cows and they asked what because I guess they don't really get a whole lot of beef and they're like, well, do you guys ever run out of food? I'm like, no.
No.
Yeah,
we don't
it
ever.
was-
I'm like, if you could see our cattle farms and the size, because that's how it started. Because their cows are like small,
Little
much
small,
smaller
yeah.
than ours. I'm like, oh, if you saw what our cows look like,
Yeah.
you'd be stunned. They look like elephants.
But
compared
in
to
the
your cows.
markets, they have every kind of food possible and every kind of bug and gross bug you can think of possible. It's crazy.
Scorpions aren't gross though.
So we actually have a question from the chat, and I should have said that earlier. If anybody has a question for Doug and Niki, please drop it in. But Blaine from Rayleigh Creative Travel is asking, what is the most interesting food you've ever had from another country?
Ooh,
I mean, I would say probably the
scorpions.
the guinea pig. The guinea pig, because
In Peru we had a guinea pig.
Yeah, I would say the guinea pig.
Oh my god!
I like your face. That's
No, no. Okay.
And we went to a couple people's houses. That's the other thing too. So in most houses in in Peru. Again, we're talking like mud floors and stuff like that. They have a little area off to the side that they have,
The guinea pig habitat.
the guinea pig area that they keep guinea pigs, because that's a normal, like, staple.
The
to their
the
food
short
dishes.
answer is they reproduce so fast that you can feed a family
Yeah.
if you have a couple guinea pigs.
Yeah. So
Oh my
so
gosh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Most people have them in their homes, like
Yeah.
a lot of them.
But they're just like wandering around. They're like, oh, let's
Yeah.
have this one for dinner tonight. But I guess
So
it's not
I'm
too
gonna
much
flip
different than
that-
farmers.
I'm going to flip that question around to the people in the chat. What is the most interesting thing you guys have ever had? Let us know. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shark. I remember when I was living in the Caribbean, I think it was just because it was fresh shark that it was awesome. And that was like so awesome. It was like, I don't think it was a great white, but it was a big, huge, massive shark. And it was
You guys
delicious.
are so well traveled and so well, like, I feel like I'm
Yeah, we have a long ways to
sheltered.
go.
Well, I will tell you, like, the way, she loved traveling. The way I got her into cruising, which I would suggest to you guys as a great way if you want to go to these places, is for our honeymoon, we went on a Mediterranean cruise.
Yeah.
Because
it was
we
nice.
had a serious fight going on because she would, she's telling me all these stories about like, oh, I got the bags on the roof of the cab and we're driving through the cities and we're going, and I'm like, I'm not carrying all these bags and lugging them up on the roofs of cars every place you want to go. So I'm like, and she's like, well, I'm not going on a cruise, because she was just thinking, like, your normal party cruise. I'm like, no, I'm telling you, it's nice. It's like you're in a really nice hotel room. You unpack. You go to dinner, you wake up the next day like you're in another city or another country. You go visit that country. You're in Greece. You go back, you have dinner, go see a show. The next day you're in somewhere else.
So it was, so it was a good compromise.
So
and I learned that
I would
it was
highly
really
recommend
nice.
the Mediterranean cruise.
Yeah.
If you want to
Have
see
you, so you haven't done Mediterranean before?
We have
No,
not,
but
no.
I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cheap-ish, and you can get airfare to go there pretty reasonably, and the cruises aren't more expensive
No,
than
it's
they
the
are
same
here.
prices as here.
And you just go from amazing country to amazing country.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds awesome. So Rafi said the most interesting thing he's ever had was he ate a flyway while riding his bike.
Rafi.
But he did say he ordered some alligator. So that's cool.
Okay, alligator's good. I love alligator.
I thought he was going to say he got like some debris out of one of his shoeys or something like that. Like,
I think that's
Oh,
I
God.
think
I
a little
did a shoey last week.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
what's
she
really
did.
bizarre too is if I'm thinking that some of these foods aren't that weird, like I'm like, oh yeah, like alligator. I've had alligator, kangaroo. I mean, I've had a lot of
eat
different
anything.
foods. Yeah.
I mean, we went to
No, I
Montreal,
won't.
and like you name some four-legged creature in Montreal, they cook it. And she's like having caribou and buffalo and elk and in the restaurants.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So Destinations Unknown said when they were in Peru, they tried cow's heart. They were just in Peru. And half of Destinations Unknown is from Buffalo.
Oh, okay.
So
Western
we're
Europe.
all tied together somehow, some
Yeah.
way, which is
Yeah,
so cool.
All about
So,
Nueva York.
And so, how long ago were they in Peru?
they were just in Peru a couple weeks ago,
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
which
oh.
I
So
don't
since
know
we're
how
reopened.
that happens, but during
Okay.
Mambo 19, but that's interesting. Oh, over
I have to say,
Thanksgiving
I'm-
week. Over Thanksgiving
Oh,
week, he
okay.
said.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
have
cool.
to say, I'm a little scaredy pants getting on a plane right now.
Yeah, she's
Are
stealth.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. It's understandable.
Yeah, well, we certainly
Yeah,
get that.
I think it's not necessarily the plane. I don't want to be stuck in another country because some of the countries we've traveled to, I know what it's like, and I don't want to be stuck there. Like if something changes.
Right.
Yeah, no, I understand that. So one of the questions I wanted to ask you guys before time runs out, because it's going very quickly, I wanted to ask what the most luxurious plane situation you've ever had. Like, is it like, when, I don't know if you're familiar with Sex and the City, and when they went to Dubai and it was all fancy. Better?
Yeah.
Oh, tell me.
We've
So we flew Singapore Suites.
Ooh.
So Singapore Airlines is one of the best. Like it's either one or two. It kind of goes back and forth, kind of like Canon and Nikon. It is like a top airline. Singapore Suites has individual suites within the plane, and it's like better than first class because it's suite class, and it's different than if you saw our video on Qatar suites. It's different than that. Those are business class suites that are, the height of the doors are about this height. These are like full suites.
Okay.
And the middle section.
I'm cutting you off.
Okay.
Because you're missing. So you get on the plane. It is all you can drink Dom Perignon and Krug. They'll pour it as much as you drink or want of it. Caviar. There's a chef on the plane. You just tell
it's
them.
called Book the Cook, so I can decide what I want to eat even before I go.
Yeah.
And I say what I want.
And so the chairs convert into a double bed. And this, they give you pajamas, and the stewardesses tuck you in.
Ferragamo.
Yeah. Ferragamo pajamas.
And they turn both of and then you still have your seating area.
There's
next
a video
to you
of
once
it.
they turn the bed into the double bed.
So
I need to go watch the video on that.
Yeah. It is a bizarre, crazy, amazing life and experience to be able to do that. It is it was
And
one
I
of like
plan to go do it again.
3 most expensive flights in the world.
Yeah.
Wow. So Bob travels a lot for work, or used to. So we get upgraded to first class quite a bit, which I love. Now I don't like to fly any other way, but
I understand.
We got upgraded to Cancun a couple years ago into a pod. And I was just like, I never want to travel any other way. I mean, like, I had my own area. I had my own TV. It was like linens and silverware. And I was just like, you are ruining me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No.
And so different airlines. So most now, so our domestic first class is like business first class international. So, when we fly business, and it's like you have your own little mini suites. Some of them are pods, depending on which airline you're with.
Yeah.
So like Turkish Airline is another amazing one that people don't really know a lot of here, but their product for a business class like flight is really superb. And you get lit candles and stuff. And I mean, they do a really great job, and their lounges are like awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That
So like you can get up and walk around and go to a lounge?
Oh, sorry. No, their lounge is like, so when you're flying, like say you leave New York, Turkish doesn't have, but they'll put you into like, I think Turkish's like Lufthansa first class lounge, or, if you're flying through like in Turkey, their lounge in Istanbul is amazing.
When you watch that Singapore Airlines video, you'll see the lounge that we were at in Singapore, which was crazy.
You walk past the first class lounge, and then you go into your private
room.
lounge.
They call it the private room.
Yeah.
It's like
Gosh, I'm gonna want to start traveling.
We're gonna hang out with these guys. That's right. They're not that far away.
So
Are
you, Nikki? Are you a travel agent?
No. I'm a photographer.
It's just
it's just my passion. I love it. And I lived in the Caribbean for a couple of years, and I traveled for my business, like because I was in international finance, so I flew kind of around the world and stuff. So it's always been my passion, like traveling and stuff. And I think I think my first international trip, I think I was 22 at the time. I did very well in business, and I booked myself first class tickets to Thailand, and I stayed in 5-star hotels, and I was really proud of myself. At 22 years old, I earned it myself, and I did it for myself.
Wow.
And
That's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah.
So we'll change subjects, and now we're going to talk about your RV. Now, do you have an
the
RV? Huh?
What's that?
Do you have an RV because of the pandemic, or have you always been RVers?
Oh, I was like, I am never having an RV. And then the pandemic happened, and I was like, oh, wow, it is really rough staying in this house.
I
all the
screwed
time.
it up a little bit in a sense that when our daughters were in their mid-teens,
Yeah.
I rented an RV to go to the Indy 500. except that I rented like your basic rental RV that you
No,
you
no
get.
idea about. Yeah.
I just thought it'd be fun for the whole family to get in the RV and go to Indianapolis, go to the Indy 500, and you start going down the road and the thing's rattling and banging and it's noisy and
And then we get there and people pull up in these big, huge like buses, and we're like, what? Why are we stuck in this thing? And the girls and I are like, oh, we're not doing this again. There's no way. So
Yeah.
so when the pandemic happened, he's like, well, what do you think about an RV? I'm like, okay, I'll try again. So we went online and we looked through all of the different RVs, ones that were great for 2 people, because the kids are not coming with us RVing. Like it's
Right.
just, obviously we've
Yeah.
got school and, and stuff.
so it's really just our private
little
play
thing
thing
to go. Yeah.
So yeah, so we've basically
with it.
we got the RV and we've gone pretty much like every other week or every third week we'd go wherever COVID was like the least. So we've been to Maine and New Hampshire and Vermont. We went to Virginia Beach, Delaware,
Yeah.
and it's been great. We've loved it. It's been just so nice. And when everybody was cooped up in their house and stuff, and instead of me walking out in the backyard for the 8,000th time, like
Yep.
when I took a lunch break or whatever, I'd get to put the leash on the dog and go walk in the woods, and we were pretty much by ourselves. And it was super safe, and it was a great way to, keep our souls healthy
Yeah.
while,
I think it's fun for people too
Yeah.
if they decide to do that. I
Is
think
it-
it's definitely a fun thing for couples to do too,
Yep.
because it's not just like you don't have to do the whole family thing.
Yeah.
It's really fun, and you get to know a lot of people at the campgrounds and stuff. People are so friendly and so nice,
Yeah.
and that becomes a little community too.
And that's the cool thing. I was gonna say, like Blaine. Oh, hey TCU Pepito, how are you? Welcome in. Like my girlfriend Annette, who's in the chat right now, she does the RV life too, and I kind of love how our cruise community is starting to mesh with the RV community. It's
Right.
really
Yeah.
cool. So that's neat. And I do have to say about their RV, I love how you incorporate the whole YouTube on the back of your RV. Like that is,
Yes.
I don't know if it's on the side too, but I saw this one shot of the back of your RV was all decked out in Nikki and Doug and Niki YouTube, and I was just like, that is like the coolest freaking thing.
And you should see like how many people go down the road. We get so many kids. It's awesome. So they'll be on their phone and then they'll be waving,
And they're
and
holding
then
up
all of
the
a sudden we'll
phone
be
or
getting
whatever.
like subscribers. It's so cute. It's just
yeah,
awesome.
Send little
Yeah.
messages. I
Yeah.
saw you in Connecticut.
Yeah, they send
we
us
were,
messages on
Yeah.
Instagram and
that's-
stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
it's been-
need to
it's
just
been really-
put a wrapper on my car then. Q's Cruisers YouTube.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Wrap
We
it.
can do that.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Yes, Annette
Yeah.
says love camper life. She does, and this has been super helpful for her because she has a full house, and it's nice. You know when you're working from home, you need a break, and like you said,
Yeah.
Doug, you can only break to your backyard so much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the other thing too, because there's all different like layouts and stuff. So I was a big one on like the decor. And most RVs, I don't know what it is, but I don't know that they didn't get the memo that like every RV is brown, and not everybody wants brown.
Which means
So-
like the interior is like
the
dark,
interior,
like
and it's
the
like
dark.
dark, and it feels darker inside.
So she
So
saw
we
this
found-
one and fell
it's
in
like
love
a
with it.
nice light gray. It photographs a little bit darker than it actually is. Like it's a really nice light gray, like gray floors and pull down shades, as opposed to these weird like 1980s. Sometimes I don't know. They have
Yeah.
these up there that we watch this RV show, and everybody goes, "Why do they put these blinds? Why do they choose these ones?"
But yeah, it kept us sane. It was
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. So Blaine said he's getting a magnet for the back of his fifth wheel, cheap advertising. And Viso said, oh my God, Ashley just got her license today. And when she
saw
gets
that.
a car, he's going to put a wrapper on it. She'll love it. Yeah, she'll love that, Viso. But yeah, so Annette, I'm going to need to put a wrapper on your RV for the Q's Cruisers. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think
We'll have to like
Throw it on there.
drive it up there sometime.
I think the first live that I ever attended of one of yours, you were literally
You were in
in
your
your
RV.
RV on the side of a
We were.
road or
Yeah,
Yeah.
something.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
We were
That's
like, I don't know.
awesome.
Oh yeah, were we in New Jersey?
Yeah,
Is
we
that
were in
the
New
first
Jersey,
time?
yeah.
I think you were in Jersey.
Yes, because you
Yeah.
actually, I think we're talking to Bill from MGM Travel who just
Yes,
jumped in.
yeah.
Hey, how are you? So that's so funny. Yeah, I think that's exactly where you were.
It is exactly where we were.
Yeah, it's kind of almost we're a little missing it a little because it's
Yeah.
a little wintry right now.
It's all winterized in the
Yeah.
driveway waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting for spring.
TCU Pepito said he'll put one on his car for a small fee. For us? Okay. I'll send you something.
Why not?
Exactly. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's
yeah,
awesome.
okay.
Annette said put it on your truck.
I thought about that.
Really?
Put it on the cover on the back.
Then nobody would see
Yeah, like
it.
you mean the wheel cover?
The airlines.
We have on the back of his truck. He has.
I got a tonneau cover.
He's got a cover on the back of it, but nobody would
Oh,
see it.
Oh,
oh,
pickup
okay.
truck.
A pickup truck.
Cool.
Oh,
Pickup
yeah.
truck,
Sorry. Yeah, a pickup truck.
Yeah.
But so it's already 8:59. I can't believe it.
I know we've got to have you guys on again.
We
There's-
do because there's
Yeah,
so much more
totally.
to talk about.
Yeah,
So much
anytime you
more.
want. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Yeah, and anytime you want us to show you around Europe or if you want to check out Africa with us, you're welcome to join us.
I
'Cause it
would
will be
actually
a-
love that. I would love that. My girlfriend is trying to plan a trip to Germany. I keep telling her she needs to go head over to Magnificent Travels with
Yeah.
Darian or whatever,
Yeah.
because that's all she
Magnificent
does.
Germany with Darian.
Yeah, Magnificent Germany with
Yeah,
Darian.
he sounds
but-
like a wizard on that.
Oh, is he from
yeah,
there?
is.
he's a
He's
wizard on
amazing.
Oh,
Germany.
okay. Oh, that's
So,
cool.
Yeah.
So I know who to turn to for Germany.
Yeah, so
But yeah,
anyway,
like it's definitely.
the lineup
fun.
tonight, what's left, I think, is Us and More is after us at 9:00, and Alana Zingano, and who else is on? Down Under Cruisers is on at 10, and then I think Late Night with Two Travel and Tour is canceled this week because
Yeah,
his
they're-
grandfather passed away.
Okay.
Oh.
Right,
So
yeah.
our prayers to him and our prayers to Papa Mozo, who lost his mama.
His mom. Yep.
Oh, that's
okay.
sad.
That's
Yeah.
sad, yeah.
So
Yeah, we just
That's
wanted
Yeah,
to
sending wishes and prayers to all of them.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So thank you guys so much for,
Thank you. This
for
has been
joining
fun.
us.
Yeah,
This
thanks
was
for
so
having
fun.
us.
Thanks for having us.
It went so fast.
It did go by
It did.
fast, but
It did.
we'll catch up with you guys.
yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
totally.
All
And
right.
we'll be on your live. We'll see you in the chat on Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank
totally.
you.
Sounds great.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
Bye.
Thank you. It was nice
See
seeing you.
ya.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a good
Thanks.
have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, so are we
Door is open, I could walk right in. Ooh, but it's so much harder than it sounds. I know it's closing if I just stand still. 'Cause you won't wait forever, so just hear me out. It is not like I don't want you, just scared to try. Even if the odds are in my favor, I just need more time. So if you wait just a little bit longer, I will treat you right. Treat you right, yeah. Feels like I'm stumbling, bring me something lighter. Feels like I'm stumbling, bring me someone lighter.